Now that the dust has settled down, it is clear that Imbibitor Lunae has solidified his position as one of the best, if not the best, damage dealer currently in the game. But how about we dive deeper into one of his strongest eidolons, his E2, which is also known as Imperium on Cloud 9. Same as my guide for Imbibitor Lunae, I will refer to the character as Dan Heng. First of all, don't get me wrong. Dan Heng at E0 is a very strong damage dealer. In fact, I've already showcased him on 2 separate videos where he completely demolished his enemies, resulting in 0 cycle clears. But if you like future-proof characters, it is no exaggeration that getting his second eidolon will most likely guarantee that Dan Heng won't ever get power crept. Or at least it would take a very long time before a new character would surpass his power level. I'll begin by explaining what E2 can do. E2 allows Dan Heng to advance forward by 100% after using his ultimate. The special SP it provides is also increased from 2 to 3. With this eidolon unlocked, Dan Heng would be able to combo his fulgurant leap into his ultimate into another fulgurant leap. This 3-action combo can be squeezed into Yukong's 2-stack buffs, resulting in one of the strongest, if not the strongest, burst damage combo achievable by only 2 characters. Depending on which light cone Dan Heng is currently equipped with, this would technically reduce his 4-turn ultimate rotation into 3 turns, or reduce his 3-turn ultimate rotation into 2 turns. Reducing the turns of a character's ultimate rotation would drastically affect their hypothetical damage over a set amount of cycles. For example, based on my calculations, E2 technically reducing his 4-turn ultimate rotation into 3 turns would result in around a 45% damage increase from E1. If you watched my guide, I explained there how his signature LC reduces his ultimate rotation into 3 turns. So with E2, this means that the 3-turn ultimate rotation would be reduced into a 2-turn rotation. This would result in an absurd 77% damage increase from E1. However, it is impossible for Yukong to keep up with a 2-turn ultimate rotation, therefore, this 77% damage increase is not achievable nor possible. I actually mentioned in my previous guide that to maintain a 2-turn ultimate rotation with E2 Dan Heng, you would need to adjust Yukong's ultimate rotation into a 4-turn rotation, which isn't good. Or is it? I decided to create a new rotation for Dan Heng, where he would continue to spam a 2-turn ultimate rotation, while Yukong uses a 4-turn ultimate rotation. This means that Dan Heng would be able to synchronize with Yukong on his every other rotation. You might think that Yukong being unable to have a faster ultimate rotation would be a damage loss for Dan Heng. The truth is, having a 4-turn ultimate rotation means that Yukong is able to equip Planetary Rendezvous LC. For quick context, Yukong cannot have a 3-turn ultimate rotation with Planetary Rendezvous LC if she is trying to be SP positive. Only a 4-turn ultimate rotation would allow it. Based on the calculations, this would result in a 53% damage increase from E1, which is very strong. It is noticeably better than trying to maintain a 3-turn ultimate rotation with Yukong. Overall, E2 Imbibitor Lunae almost doubles his performance if compared to his E0 version. If you really like him as a damage dealer or as a character, it is something worth considering. Power creep in a game like Honkai Star Rail is inevitable, but if we take a look at one of its sister games, Genshin Impact, there are characters like Ganyu and Hu Tao who remain relevant within the meta. It is not hard to see Dan Heng be relevant for a very, very long time. And that's it for now. Like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more content.